This is me, Slavik. Good to see everybody. And welcome the guests of my channel as well. If you're new, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Okay, my wonderful collective, let's do another reading for you. And let's take a look what messages the universe have for you. Messages for you. What awaits you in a near future? Once again, to remind everybody, a near future means a next 6 months. So 6 months time frame is a definition of a near future. So what awaits you in your near future? Let's take a look. What awaits my collective in the near future? First card is a coffin. What awaits you? This is an ending of some very difficult situation that you have been facing with. So now within 6 months, maybe even 8 months, more or less 6 to 8 months, this situation is going to end. I kind of feel like by springtime, maybe mid-spring, mid-April, end of April, around there. Okay, maybe before Easter. So difficult situation is ending for you. I will clarify what that situation, what else is awaits you in the next 6 months. Once again, snake, I will clarify that. Just give me a second. Let's clarify the snake. Okay, and a friend. Yeah, so the ending to do with some sort of snake, some sort of negative person, vicious person, ill person perhaps. Someone who has always relentlessly tried to inflict pain and suffering. Snake in Lenormand is a dangerous card opposed to a mice, which is kind of like a less dangerous. Snake often bites, right? Poisonous people, poisonous person that has been honestly throwing and infecting with their poison your life and your energy. Negative person, maybe a female, could also be a masculine. So I see in the next 6 months, this individual will be out. There's ending of this envious snake harm that she or he relentlessly has been throwing you away. Could mean gossip, negative gossip. In generally, I feel like you you are a very unique person. You're a very interesting person. You're not like an ordinary average person. So of course, somewhere at some point in your life you attracted this negativity because negative jealous people who are full of that darkness in their heart and in their soul, they often jealous. There's jealousy here. Resonates jealousy because of spite, because of harm. So this person is done. His or her time is over. And of course, in the next 6 months, you will obtain a new partner or new person or a good friend. I kind of feel like your life is going to completely change. You're going to be surrounded by positive people, true friends, okay? Someone where you can say, yep, I trust this person. I know that person is loyal to me. This is what dog means. Dog signifies loyalty. You will be surrounded by people that you can honestly and sincerely put your trust in them or him or her, and they will not breach it. They will not breach your trust. They will not hurt you. Okay, so it's a very good, like a complete change. This is what will be going on in the next 6 months. But this is ending. And in replacement, here comes this loyal person. Let's clarify the card of a dog. I will analyze these situations separately. Two cards want to answer. Fox and a ring. It's a smart marriage, smart relationship, smart partnership. Someone smart. So whoever that person is coming towards you, whoever that loyal person is coming towards you, is not only loyal, but very intelligent. I feel like that person will be a good advisor for you. It doesn't have to be necessarily marriage, but I do see ring. Ring represents long-term partnership, long-term commitment. For some, could even be marriage, like you finding the love of your life and you will choose to be with this person for the rest of your life. Ring is a symbol of infinity. symbol of something that is long lasting, something that cannot be broken, something that is pure and precious. That's what gold means. It's a precious possession. And that person is arriving towards you, into your life. Not only this person is very loyal, but that person is very intelligent. It means that you can trust that they're smart. They're not fools. I'll take a look what is this situation. For some of you, could be a business partner. Let's say you want to open a business, you want to start up some new venture, and you're thinking, well, I don't know who can I trust, right? I don't want to lose money. I don't want to lose my investment if I choose to go into business. But that person will enter your energy. I feel like it will be a God-sent person. For some of you, could actually, in fact, represents partnership, engagement, marriage, relationship. So in other words, you can trust this individual 100%. I feel like that person is God sent. But the first event that will take place in the next 6 months, that's what I'm assessing right now, your near future, is the end and a finale of this battle was this delusional individual, was this snake that relentlessly wished to harm you. That individual, or this could be a group of individuals, they intentionally close a lot of doors for you. They were working day and night to make sure that you do not succeed. It's kind of like definitely ill person, because healthy person do not intentionally inflict pain and suffering on another. They do not. That's not a healthy person. Whoever that snake is definitely not a healthy individual. But her time is over. This is the card of coffin. She's done. She's done. It's death. Death. Maybe this person is actually going to die physically. I hope not, but could be possibility. Coffin also represent death, physical death. Maybe this individual finally will die and leave you alone. This is also could mean coffin that this person will be imprisoned, sentenced, prosecuted, will be in prison. In other words, whoever that individual is will no longer have any part, directly or indirectly, about your life. They will not stalk you. They will not harass you. They will not trespass on your property like a psychopath. They will not try to set you up. They will not suck your energies like a vampires. They will be finished. Finished. It's a good news. It's wonderful news. Very beautiful. Exactly what you were hoping for. Exactly what you were waiting for. So who is this individual? Who is this snake? Who is this sociopathic snake whose time is finally coming to an end? Who is this snake that either will die off? It's a lady, woman, maybe a woman. The card of the woman. The card of the woman, the card of the flower. Woman and maybe perhaps society. Woman and some other society that is part or connected or interconnected with this individual. Very negative, very shallow, very jealous. Her time is over here. Because she won't leave you alone. What else can you tell me about this snake woman? Yeah, again, look at it. What else there is to say? A snake. Snake is a snake. Snake is a snake. That's what else. It's a clarification again for the second time. A snake is a snake. It's a vicious, cunning, sociopathic, delusional, ill, inhumane, gossiper, liar, promiscuous, demonic, could also resonate witchcraft. So in other words, whoever this sociopathic snake is, she never stopped. She never stopped harming you. There's 2 symbols here. Number 7. Maybe perhaps she did this to you for 7 years. Or maybe this is the time when you met her or find out about her. Or this is the time when she started to target you and to harm you. 7 years. 7 years. Could be more. So it's a snake. Snake is someone who is vicious, jealous, sociopathic, angry, hateful towards you. It's as if she has nothing else to do with her life. You know what I mean? It's like, go get a job. Go do something. Concentrate on yourself. But no, it's damage, harm, jealousy, destructions. I want to destroy you. This is my only goal, is to destroy you. That's not healthy reasoning. That's illness. This is most likely undiagnosed illness of this individual. Which, once again, someone please diagnose this sociopathic individual. Give her the medication she needs. Give her the treatment she needs, so she doesn't harm you. Clarify the card of coffin. Clarify the card of coffin. There's clarity. There's truth. The reason why ending here is coming, an ending could signify, like I said, imprisonment for her, most likely, because she's done a lot of harm. She's done a lot of harm that the criminal code considered to be an offense, or defined as a felony, or is defined as an offense. So the reason why the snake's adventure of this destruction of your life coming to an end by the card of the coffin, because there is a truce here. The truce is being established. The truce is through ways of evidence, through means of a testimony, long extended years of this undercover investigation against this sick snake. And finally, I feel like the law and the law enforcement, or even you yourself, through the use of law, will be able to prove and bring forth evidence that are true, that are authentic, that are real. In other words, she can no longer hide like that little vampire in the shadows, pretend that she has no direct involvement into your suffering. So there's evidence and there's truth. It's a good thing, finally, the sun. Because I feel like she literally wanted you to be in this graveyard. If she could unalive you, she would do that. And I'm sure she tried. I'm sure she tried through witchcraft, through everything, paying out people money, sending out some sociopathic weirdos to assault you and harm you. You have this evidence. Police have this evidence. Some of you may even have DNA evidence of these psychopaths, which once again, classified and protected. So finally, she's done here. She's done. She will never be able to defend herself. No matter what she will do and no matter what she will say. Okay. What else can you tell me about the snake? I do see a lady here. Some woman. What else can you tell me about the snake? Whose time is finally over. In the near future, in the next 6 months, you will completely bury this sick woman in a court of law. See, court of law. You will expose her. You will sue her. She will be arrested for everything she did to you and everything she has done against you. And of course, her friends. That's final. That's final. There is law here. There is law and there was a legal corruption. Something this sick woman have done. And of course, 10 of Swords, it's over. It's over. She's finished. So I don't really understand. Yeah, there she is, Queen of Pentacles. Queen of Pentacles. A woman who could be a blonde. Not natural blonde, of course, but blonde. She dyes her hair blonde. She could be an earth sign. Virgo, Capricorn, perhaps, or Taurus. If not, she simply loves money. She loves money more than anything. Money for her is everything. And maybe initially this whole battle began because of envy towards you, or because it was beneficial for her to maybe perhaps earn some money. Happens all the time. If this was, let's say, a divorce proceedings and this sick woman was going through a divorce, then she wanted a big chunk of money. Could be your ex-wife. If you are masculine, could resonate as your ex or crazy ex. For my feminine viewers, this is could resonate as simply a woman, a jealous, a psychopath, narcissist, clearly undiagnosed mental illness, hidden perhaps, or maybe diagnosed, just mass clearly is not helping her. And simply she wanted this money. She wanted some sort of resources. She will be tried, she will be prosecuted, she won't be able to get away with what she has done, no matter what she's trying to pull. But there's another masculine here as well. See, man and a woman. Man and a woman. Man comes up as a fire sign and a female comes up as an earth sign. Man could be Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. And like I said, a woman could be Virgo, Capricorn, or Taurus, or vice versa. A lot of fire and earth energy. So there's two snakes here. Two snakes. That's what two snakes came up. Okay? Two snakes. Two snakes that will be prosecuted. That's 100%. But I feel like this was her idea. She initiated it. She initiated, but they're a couple, right? They're together, you see? So this whole shenanigans of these two psychopaths, once again, trying to outsmart the law, trying to commit fraud, and they have committed fraud. This man and a woman that partner up together to target you used a legal system to harm you. And then they got away with it for a year or two. They forgot it. They forgot about you. They saw that you're too weak. They saw that you're nobody. They thought that they will just continue on living their best life together. But the truth of the matter is that no matter what you do, there's a time where you are going to have to answer. For some, may take a lifetime. For you, you will witness it in the next 6 months. The prosecution of these sick people. They will be prosecuted. I guarantee you that. There is a prosecution coming in heavily. Meaning not only in a civil court you will be able to sue her for damages, but also in criminal. So these are the people. These two clowns. Two sociopathic clowns. How do they utilize the legal system? How in fact, how would two liars would be able to do that, right? That's my question. How would anybody be so crazy and absolutely have no respect towards the law nor fear towards the judicial system to actually make this happen? I do see here, this is the term police use called BOLF. And BOLF stands for be on lookout for suspect. Maybe they're on the run. Maybe this pair have paid somebody to harm you, and now whoever is else involved is running away, because I feel like they're like rats. Everybody's running different direction. So there's a lot of other suspects, and police are looking for them. Both, be on a lookout. Be on a lookout for suspects. So I feel like every police squad car, when they use that system, they already know, they're aware, they know about these two, they know about others involved, and they're pretty much looking out for them. They're on a lookout, meaning they're watched, they're observed. Even though I feel there are some of them that run away. They run away. But they will not run away this time. Tell me more about this whole legal dispute. Legal dispute. Legal dispute means that this pair and everybody else who is already on a lookout as a suspect, they will be punished for their crimes. And of course, sentence will be imposed. Sentence meaning incarceration. They will be incarcerated because I already said this sick pair never stopped. Woman is clearly sick. Man is most likely also a sicko. They never stopped harming you for 7 years or 8 years. 7, 8. That's a long time, don't you think? That's a long time. So they will be punished throughout the whole duration. Beauty about criminal law, that the criminal law has no limitation periods. No limitation periods. You could commit an offense 100 years ago. As long as you're alive, at the moment of charges are laid, you will be prosecuted. It doesn't matter that it happened 5 years ago or 10 years ago. Criminal law has no limitation periods. So finally, next 6 months, they're finished. They're done. They will be convicted. They will be sentenced. And there's nothing that will be done here. Nothing for them. Fired, discharged. Somebody will be fired. Somebody will be discharged from the duty, because I'm assuming without their own, like internal people, they would have not been able to harm you for so long. There was some sort of corruption. Somebody is being going to be fired and discharged of their official duties. Someone who did this, or who allow these people, this pair, to do this to you. Maybe that individual is still working, let's say, as a lawyer, or working as a judge, or working as a police officer. I see they will be fired. Who will be fired here? Let's take a look. Who is being fired here? Who helped this pair to do this to you? See judgment coming in. Judgment. Somebody who is greedy with money, doesn't want to let go, fighting right now. Maybe this person is fighting for their right to be employed. So maybe there's, like I said, internal battle already happening within government officials. And then meanwhile, these two psychopaths still in the background, stalking you, hacking you, thinking that they can pull something else. This could be a detective. Some sort of man here. Man that is afraid, that is scared to lose his job. He came through my yesterday reading, actually, identical. King of Pentacles, maybe an earth sign male. Loner, detective maybe, or older man. Older, okay, not young, over 50. And he's very scared about his job. He doesn't want to be fired. Because in order to fire somebody who is a military, you need to have justifiable cause. His justifiable cause will be fraud, abuse of process, abuse of power. Because he helped this pair. He helped these two psychopaths. He should have not participated, but this is like, I feel like another story of this individual. And he will be fired as a third party, as a third character to this whole entire harm and mess. And he also will be convicted. Also will be convicted. Not only fired, but also convicted. He could be Capricorn, he could be Virgo, or he could be Taurus. Why is this man over here, the third party, being fired? He could be a commander of something. See, identity theft, forge your signature. There is a signature, something to do with your identity. Once again, forged something. Either he forged a document, he forged your signature. There was an identity theft. Maybe this woman and this man used your identity, but yet he forged the signature. There's some sort of forging going on. Fraud, which is once again a criminal offense. And there will be a big lawsuit because I feel like that signature never existed. You never sign anything. You haven't signed anything. You didn't consent to anything. So why would your signature be there? And another question, on what document your signature be there? Because every signature and every document you signed, you have a copy of that document. You have access to your document, which if it's legal, so you will sue him. There will be a lawsuit. There will be a lawsuit against this government official. Because I feel like these two, they kind of like, psychopaths. Maybe it was a big scam altogether for money. But there will be, yeah, and he's an old pervert too. Look at this. He's an old pervert. You will sue this old pervert because he forged your signature. Wow, what a crazy psycho, man. Psychopaths. Like I said, it's a community of psychotically unstable people. And they all got caught. Maybe he got caught for forging your signature too, already. So in other words, what I feel like this trio is doing, one of whom is this old pervert, is to trying to set you up constantly, trying to set you up. And every police officer already on the lookout. They know these suspects. They know where they live, what kind of vehicles they drive, who they associate with, how they look like. Pretty much every single thing is being immediately paged to the police officer to be on the lookout. They know every single move where they at. But the problem was this old pervert that he's kind of creeps me out. Like he's weird. He's a pervert. And I feel like he has blue eyes. Okay, he has blue eyes, bald. Maybe like a high creepy cheekbones, look like a creepo. Like creepo, really gives me creeps. Like a creep psychopath. Short. Like he's short, he's not, like, I'm shuffling the deck, they all got caught again. They all got caught. The question is, why was your signature forged? Why? That's my question. Why is this old pervert, pardon my French, I'm only reading what I see. Why did he forge your signature? Why did he forge your signature? Why would he forge your signature? What was it beneficial for him? Yeah, he wanted to attach you. There was some sort of battle. Like I said, battle, fighting with you. Fighting with you, this old pervert. I also see like this old pervert really, really wanted you to be rejected. See, you were in this position of chain, like somebody chain you to something. And then imagine yourself being chained to the rocks, and there's this big ginormous crows are keep picking at you, right? There were some very unprecedented, sick, inhumane, and unhealthy restrictions that you were put on. When I try to interpret these two oracles, the first thing that comes to my mind, listen to this, torture, military experiments, psychological torture, some sort of torture where you could have not free yourself and walk away from it. You were chained because he's a perverted sick. He's a sicko. He's a sick in the head, that old pervert. And I see he will be fired. Maybe he's not fired yet. Maybe he's the one that is watching you from a military base and torturing you and abusing you. Because I see here through air, psychological, electronic, right? Like wireless, psychological stuff. Because air and attachment, you were put in some sort of restrictions here by this pervert. And he's the one that stole your identity, set you up, to the point that he even forged your name, forged your signature, or did something pretending to be you. You understand? Setting you up. But it wasn't you. It was all of this pervert who did this to you. This creepo, the hamster, was a hamster cheek and blue eyes. What else he wanted? Well, it's angel versus demons. Yeah. What else he wanted? Money he wanted. Money. No money, right? No money. Wanted money. Maybe wanted promotions. Wanted you to have no money. But there's some sort of job here. Job and expenses. Maybe he was financially struggling or was too in debt. There's some sort of financial aspect here for this individual who forced your signature. Financial aspect. See? This is the card of job and this is the card of lack of money. Needed more money. Of course. Of course. Honestly, all of these type of people who are perverts and in position of authority, they have to go. They have to go. I think that our society and our community deserves to be treated with utmost respect. Our life is priceless. And this is unacceptable. We cannot have psychopaths in a position of power, whether military, lawyers, whoever they are, to run around and play these ridiculous games of setting people up or forging their signatures, stealing their identity. That's unacceptable. It's unacceptable. There has to be maximum punishment. Maximum punishment for everybody who abuses their power because they wanted to get ahead or because they perverted in ahead. They have to be sentenced to the highest possible extent. So next psychopath that will come and replace this other one will be afraid, perhaps, to abuse innocent people. There has to be example set. I understand that it's not beneficial for the government to expose one of their own, because the purpose of the courts and the purpose of legal system and law enforcement is to make sure that us human beings and members of this society not to lose faith in the government. But we already lost faith. We have no faith. We have no trust. But maybe if the government start penalizing, punishing, and exposing these corrupt, sick people, the next one to come maybe have a little bit of fear and a bit more respect towards life as whole. That's the problem here. It's a chaos. Someone who is spoiled. Yeah, see again, the emperor, look at him. I'm the king. I'm in charge. I'm the boss. I'm number one. What can you do to me? I'm power. No, you're a sick pervert. What power? Power to commit fraud? What power do you think you have? Yeah, see, this king will be punished, and this woman, see, woman and this so-called emperor. Look at me. They both will be punished. Both. And on top of that, pervert. If only he would have been normal. But then I stopped my thought and I'm thinking to myself, well, what kind of normal person other than an old pervert and a sociopathic gold digger would ever play games with human life like yours? Only sicko. So I can't justify them. They're sick. It's a sick people. Sick people that got caught. Oh boy. Okay, in conclusion, what else? So the fact that they all got caught is a fact. This is ending. Yeah, see, perverts stalking you. And they're flying monkeys. Why are they stalking you? For what? What do they want? What do they want? Why are they stalking you? Why is this old pervert stalking you? Why is this sociopathic gold digger nutcase stalking you? Why are these perverts are trespassing on your property at night, thinking that no, they're not recorded by the police already? Yeah, see, violation of your human rights. This was an unethical human experiment. It was. Like I said, you were chained to something you should have never been placed in. And it was all because of fraud. It's because somebody, maybe this old pervert and this sick woman, used your identity, fabricated something. They could have even used your signature saying that you consent to it. But you never did. Why would you consent to ill, inhumane, and degrading military human experimentation? You're not a fool. Why would you accept to it? You wouldn't. You wouldn't. So now do you see why your rights were violated? Whoever this blonde pervert is, and this sociopathic woman, both of them will be convicted. And this woman, like I said, gossip, spreading gossip about you. Blah, blah, blah. What are you gossiping? So yeah, so this is over. This is over. Let's take a look quickly for this punishment, because I see they will be punished in the next 6 months. They will be convicted. First, they will be discharged. That pervert will be fired. A woman also will be arrested. And I see they both will be arrested, including all of the flying monkeys that they recruited to go against you. And other idiots. Karma and punishment for these two. Karma and punishment. There's a child here. Child. Like a kid. Like a kid, you know. Right now, what is this woman going through? Or maybe this man? Well, they're like a child. They're very childish. And woman I see here is crying. She's like, why? Why this is happening to me? But I didn't do anything. I only was best. Right? So this self-pity, that misery. Once again, she asking herself this question. Why? Why? I wanted this, like a kid, you know, a kid probably more smarter than her. A child would have already come to their senses and understand what is happening. She's worse than a kid. You know, like a kid that throws this tantrum. Like a, you know, even children more mature than she is. And she have this feeling like a kid, you know. It's like, no, it's not right. Oh, poor me. Why me? Well, if you use your brain for a change, and if you would actually understand that you're not above the law, that there is a people above all of these two psychopaths, that at the end of the day, there's millions officers and soldiers and judges and lawyers that actually take their profession seriously. She only has herself to blame. Yeah, because I see she wanted happiness, right? Dolphin. She wanted luck. She wanted wealth. She wanted power. But she didn't got it. And she'll never will, because she's going to jail. She can forget, right? So she's that type of woman that often acts very immaturely, like a kid. Very childish, okay? Very childish. What else? Luck. She, like I said, she wanted luck, but she can now put a cross on that luck. She has no luck. It's the end, the death of her luck. You know, initially she had a lot. She could have been happy if she really wanted. If she would have not do this to you, she could have had a happy life. Because I do see here child, I do see here luck. Some other doors and other opportunities would have naturally opened up for her, but not no more. Now there is a cross on her luck, meaning she can forget about any lucky events. She will never get what she wants. Pretty much, she might as well bury her luck forever. There's nothing here. There's clouds, there's cross, meaning there will not be no luck in new beginnings. There will no longer be those presents from the universe to her. You, I see, going to receive a present from a universe in the next 6 months. You will have a solid people by your side. You will have your soulmate by your side if you're looking for love. She, no, no. The universe cut her out completely. See? Job, she didn't want to work hard. And jealousy, jealousy, jealousy of you. That you know how to earn money, that you are a decent person, that you treat all of your colleagues, all people who come into your energy with respect. She didn't want that. She didn't want to work hard for her money. But these people wanted this money. They just saw money grows on tree. And all they really had to do is commit tiny little fraud, do this and this, and then money started falling like a rain on their heads. Come on, it's not a fairy tale. It's real life. If you want anything in life, you have to work. You do. In fact, I feel like majority of you are workaholics. You don't stop working. You work, work, work. You look around. What should I do? This and this and this. Oh, I have to go to the field, dig out potatoes. I will do that. You're not afraid to work hard. You're not afraid to dirty your hands and do the job you need to do. Not her. She's a princess. She's a princess. She saw that everything should just be handed out to her like a gift. Here you go, princess. Here you go. Oh, you want this? Okay, here you go, right? So, of course, now it makes sense to this pervert, old pervert, and this delusional woman that they really thought that if they commit fraud and lie and steal your identity and forge reports and signatures, it's clearly a lot more easier than working, because work equals time, and they didn't want to invest time in their work. They wanted to bypass it. They wanted to attract it. And I see jealousy. She's a very jealous person, very jealous. Like her eyes literally like blood red. Demonic devilry, devil inside of these people. They are slaves of the devil. You are a servant of God, and they are slaves of the devil. She has this demonic jealousy towards you. Demonic person. She's jealous of everybody who is more successful than her. Anybody who is more beautiful than her. It's a demonic jealousy. It's actually in shamanic culture and practices. There is people like that. There is people like that that have this demonic jealousy. They're born with that trait. Demonic people. And of course, what happens for these demonic people? Nothing. There's miscarriages. So what these people, and this woman in particularly, are faced to do right now is watch your success and understand every second of each day their own failure. Because there is nothing here for them. Nothing here. Yeah, see, they're not happy. They're not happy because you found the key through prayer. Through prayer, right? You know how to ask with a pure heart. You never ask something that doesn't belong to you. Let me put this clear. This is the very powerful card of prayer, which I just mentioned, that this is your card. This is your energy. You not ask God to punish this woman or this old pervert or other flying monkeys. You, in other words, you do not have dark and evil intention. in your heart. You have only pure intentions. And when you do pray, when you do ask a God for anything, you simply do so with grace, with love. Because only the prayer of those who are sincere are heard. And you have that sincere heart. You ask only for what? For resolution, for strength. God heard you. And that's exactly God sending you this new people in your life, which I will jump into this second part right away. One more couple questions. Punishment for this woman. Okay. Man. Yeah, see this man. This man made a deal with this demonic woman. This pervert. Also. Coffin. It's end. So in other words, these people are done. Again, coffin. They're done. They're done. They're watching you. I want you to know that this man is watching you. This pervert is watching you. And her, she's also watching you. Somehow they have a ways to tap into your phone or whatever ways they're watching you. Who knows? Another ways they're watching you very closely here. But once again, in the next 6 months, several times and several cards came through to let me know that by death card, by coffin, by crosses, this situation with these sick people will be over. It's over. It's over. Also, a lot of gossip are taken. They're watching you and they're gossiping about you to make herself feel better, right? Honestly, the imprisonment for these people is long overdue. I'm not sure why it's taken so long. Maybe law enforcement wants to put them in prison for life. And particularly this old pervert. Right? No, it's funny. But you know what? I tell you one thing. Dealing with this negative demonic people, just pray. Pray, be kind. Universe always supports those who are pure of heart. Remember that. There's nothing that can be done to somebody who is pure of heart. Nothing. It is God that stands by your side, who actually protected you, who actually made you, give you enough strength to survive these demonic sick people. Because they're truly sick. They're perverts. Her, him, both. Okay, let's analyze a second scenario here. I do see in the next 6 months, the universe sending you a very successful, smart, and intelligent person. Loyal people. Loyal. Maybe this past situation with your karmics is related because you trusted wrong people. Right? Nothing wrong with trust. Okay, do not nag yourself because you chose to trust some narcissistic psychopath. Please don't do that. Being trustworthy person means always kindness. It means proper manners. It means a way and a path of a good person. Therefore, you should never feel guilty or blame yourself for why you were kind. It's not your fault. What happened to you was this jealous snake and this old pervert is not your fault. These psychopaths targeted other people before you, which they will also be held accountable for. I see 2 people that suffered like you, but you are their last victim because of you, they will be in prison. Coming in the next 6 months, you're finally going to have a completely brand new person entering your life for a long-term relationship. Could be actual partnership, like spouse, common law. Also could be business partnership. Someone who is loyal and smart at the same time. Dog is a symbol of loyalty. Fox is a symbol of wit. And the ring is a symbol of long-term, pure, successful connection. Because gold is valuable. Ring, infinite, because it goes round. So someone here is coming for you, for sure. someone new, someone that you maybe perhaps been waiting for. Because I see when you were dealing with these psychopaths, you were alone. Yes, you had the higher powers protecting you, and that's how you survived all of these attacks of these sickos. But I feel like you never had somebody physically beside you. Some of you didn't even had any friends. You were alone. So in the next 6 months, that is changing. There is somebody coming to be there with you, to protect you, to be that loyal friend, loyal advisor, someone that is smart. You know the saying that it's best to lose with a smart person than gain with a stupid person, right? Meaning that if you're going to associate yourself with individuals who are not smart or abusive or angry or jealous or envious, you're going to lose, because that person will drain your resources. And of course, this person, I feel like, will bring you abundance. They will bring you stability. They will advise you and direct you into the direction you need to go. So let's analyze, who is this person that the universe in your near future, next 6 months, are going to bring towards you? Who is this loyal friend? And what type of union will that be? Is it will be a romantic union, romantic in nature, or whether it will be financial connections, like a business partner? Who is this person? Who is this person? Okay, 5 of Wands, Queen of Swords, the Tower, 2 of Swords. This is, like I said, arguments, High Priestess, Wheel of Fortune. Well, once again, the cards started to clarify the situation that you were just been going through, or maybe perhaps you're going through. 5 of Wands, 2 of Swords. 2 of Swords means that all of this conflict that has been happening in your life, most likely happening behind your back. Like I said, these people stalking you, harassing you, harming you behind your back. Your eyes are closed, meaning you do not see it with your physical eye of all the conflicts that is happening with you. Okay, we got that part, we analyze it. Queen of Swords and a High Priestess. I feel like this is your energy. This is you, Queen of Swords and a High Priestess. You, how would I describe you? First of all, like very reserved, very cold. I'm not saying like you're unemotional or anything. You're very kind. But I feel like you keep people on a distance. And you rely solely on your intuition. Meaning your intuition is everything. You've learned through this difficult conflict where your eyes were shut, when all of this harm, destruction, torture that has been done to you were done behind your back. You've learned through this torturous events how to rely solely on your intuition. If you take a look at this card, we have a bunch of birds here and a feather. Birds and a feather is a symbol of messengers. You receive messages here through other world, like a spiritual realm, spiritual world, right? Like I said, very unique way of how you gather your information. You are a High Priestess. You have a very evolved intuition, whether through dreams or through psychic abilities. A very mysterious way how you gather your information. That's the only way, like I said, kept you afloat. Because this battle that you've been going through is behind your back. Your eyes are closed. And do you see there's feathers, messages? See, do you see how it's all falls within one story? See, feathers, the higher powers giving you this information. And you, hoops, you got it. Meaning you do not to physically see it to know it. Just like you don't need to see it in order to believe it. But yet, you know what's happening. Which is, once again, is very shocking for your enemies, because they don't know how you do it. They're like, how do you do it? how he or she does it. We're doing everything so secret, so vicious, so cunning. How does she or he knows? That's because of your intuition and how you gather information. Now we analyze two cards, the Tower and a Wheel of Fortune. Tower in this position meaning that the higher power is destroying something that has been rooted, all of this negativity, just like a tree has been rooted in your life for a very long time. God will destroy this so-called power, because tree represents power, right? And these negative, vicious people throw their roots into your life. It's kind of like giving me this feeling as if they become you, or they wanted to become you. It's like as if they don't have life of their own. They lived your life. But God says, no, 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 you're out. You're done. You're no longer going to throw your infestated roots into the soul of my loyal servants, of my beautiful children. So it is the almighty power of God that would destroy that foundation of this negativity. And once again, Wheel of Fortune represents you. See, a little child, new beginning. You're looking at that time. See the clock, meaning the time has come. The time has come. You patiently waited. You patiently waited for this event to happen. You didn't run away. You didn't give up. But as a child, you believed that God will bring that moment towards you in its right timing. And He did. He did. And that timing is in the next 6 months. Because your enemies, they literally planted their own sick roots into your soul, into your life, and they have no business there. Their energies does not belong to be part of you. They're sick, and these sick people gonna go. They're gonna go, whether they want it or not, because time has come. This is the change of your destiny. They wanted to destroy your destiny. They thought that they can do whatever they want. It's a sick, demonic people. So, taken into Wheel of Fortune, who's coming? Who's coming? Queen of Wands, Seven of Cups, Three of Pentacles, Judgment, Hangman. Again, I'm asking who's coming and who comes up. The sociopathic, delusional woman that's lying to everybody, that is now stuck and going to be judged. They're probably watching you right now as I speak, directly. Because this energy comes up of this vicious woman again. Delusional woman. Yeah, well, it's victory. What's coming? Victory, your victory. Your victory, new beginning, relocation. This is what's coming. Your victory. Look at this. God is giving you two great gifts. We have two major, two higher arcanas here. Well, not higher arcanas, but like suits. We have Ace of Cups and we have Ace of Wands, and you in the middle. You in the middle. It's two major important events. One is to do with healing, relationship, meaning love, because I do see here romance here. And the other one is business, financial opportunities. So in both aspects here, you're doing good, because two areas of your life most likely was affected when these enemies targeted you. And those two areas of your life were personal relationship with opposite sex, personal relationship with people, or your health, or both. And I also see that finances also were affected. So God returning you. ×3. Love, healing, communication with people, blessings, as well as business. Because I feel like this year you will have this opportunity to start out some business. Not where you at. So if you're thinking of business relationship or starting up a business, I see you going to relocate. You're going to move. This is could be financial opportunity, but not where you are right now. You're going to stay where you are right now until these people are arrested. The moment they will be arrested, uh, and whatever, disappear out of your life, only then you can safely relocate. But I do see there is a business opportunity for you. You won against this sick woman, by the way, who partnered up with this old pervert to harm you. So business and love, two areas. Two areas here is changing in the next 6 months. And in the next 6 months, most likely 6 to 8 months, you will relocate. You will move. You will travel. Which is good. But there is business and love. Let's analyze the two. Clarify Ace of Cups. Clarify Ace of Cups. Oh, look at this. Look, an Ace of Swords and Two of Cups. Okay. It's a relationship. It's a lover. It's a love. Somebody here for love for you, but look at this Ace of Swords. It's a third ace. When a tarot reader pulls out 3 aces, reading is considered done. That is the sign that you will get anything you want. It's like the ultimate wish fulfillment. But I'll clarify it. So Two of Cups and Ace of Swords means that the lover that's coming towards you will be your protector. Ace of Swords is about protection. It's about power couple, right? God giving you, if you're a feminine here, God is sending you a partner, a man that will protect you. God sent, God appointed man, someone very special to be with you because you're yourself very special. So any man won't fly. It has to be a man that is like a soldier of God himself, that have that power within his soul to be on guard for you. So first one is love. And the second event, let's clarify the Ace of Wands. This is giving me feeling of business opportunities. Wands is about business. It's about branches, something that have possibility to grow. My guide's like, wow, that's a long reading. So I'm going to wrap it up. Ace of Wands. Clarify Ace of Wands. Yeah, see collaboration. Collaboration is a stable long-term partnership. It's money, finances here. Balanced relationship. Most likely financial opportunity. Somebody wants to work with you. Somebody wants to offer you a good job. Or somebody will be there that say has this incredible financial deal. So the second one, aside of love, aside of the soulmate energy, there's finances. Finances, money. Balance and money. So career. And like I said, 6 months, you're going to have to leave. You're going to leave the surroundings that were accustomed to you. You will have new people, new friends, new residency, everything new, like brand new you, like a child, new you. You're about to begin to live your path, your destined path, because this perverts that did this to you, they should have never be part of your life. Never. But often before God give you something so powerful and so incredible, guess who's gonna be there before? The devil. You guessed that right. So you should be proud of yourself because you conquered these demonic energies. You only become wiser. You become stronger. You'll make it and you'll be all right. And of course, look forward for these incredible changes. But I feel like you're ready. Take into consideration you're a high priestess. You know ahead. You know this is happening. All right. Okay, my wonderful, beautiful collective. This was the reading for you. Once again, thank you so much for your support. of our channel. I appreciate you very, very much. And of course, I hope all of your wishes come true. You're awesome. You're incredible. You're beautiful. I would not be here without you. So, of course, we're all family. And if you're new, join in. Welcome. This is a short goodbye for today, and I will see you next time. Be safe, guys. Love you.